She just can't stop with her crackpot slop. Our video of the day comes from Rachel Maddow, who recently criticized U.S. military strikes on drug boats and made some wild predictions about Hegseth's future. Watch.
It's a catastrophe. I think Pete Hegseth, it's impossible to imagine that he survives this as Secretary of Defense. Right. I think he must resign, and I think Republicans will ask for that ultimately once they investigate this. But this is a disaster for this generation of people serving in the United States military. And that is a tragedy more than a farce.
Wow, some hyperbole. It's a tragedy more than a farce. No, you know what the farce is? That you're still giving any commentary on TV that isn't prefaced with a warning that says, hey, this lady's bat crazy. That's all they need to do. Then she visited a dying talk show to rant about Putin and Trump.
Russia is a podunk country run by a guy who's never going to leave until he dies. The idea that we work for him, that we work for them, is so humiliating and is such an abject failure on the part of Trump in terms of his weakness. I don't know what Putin has on him, but he works for Putin, and it's an embarrassment to this country.
He works for Putin. It's like she's stuck in 2015 and can't get out. What is she going to warn us about next? The Y2K virus? She's going to tell us about a fun new show called Survivor? I'd say this chick needs a break, but she only works one day a week, and the rest of the time she spends on MySpace. Isn't that cute? Oh. Isn't that cute? So, Todd, get this. You know, she works one day a week. She makes $25 million a year, not including other stuff. One day a week. That's got to drive you nuts. You're up every morning at like, what, 1 a.m.?
Yes.
You drive here, nobody watches your show.
Incorrect. Let's take a poll of the audience. Who watches my show? That's reflective of the numbers.
I'm so glad you brought your family here today.
Thanks, Mom.
What is going, like, okay, why is she still pushing this stuff? She must still believe it.
I liken this to the following analogy. Okay, so picture a dorky guy in high school.
Okay,
Todd Pira.
Yeah, got it.
Literally could not have made that any easier for everybody here on set. Okay, picture he has a crush on some really, really hot gal, okay? Time passes. He is still dorky as he gets older, but that hot chick, still hot, married to a billionaire. It was a fantasy then. It's an even more ridiculous fantasy now because the facts are completely against you now. The facts that she has to go up against. Oh, I don't know. When it comes to Ukraine, here's a guy who has signed military pacts with Ukraine, whereby we are going to sell the Europeans the equipment that the Ukrainians can use to arm themselves. He's gotten all those European countries to completely triple, quadruple the amount that they contribute in their defense budgets with regard to NATO. That is not somebody who is cowering and working for Putin. They're never going to... Yes.
Tyrus, do you have a picture of somebody dorky in your mind right now from high school?
He went to get the girl, but I guess she's from Ukraine.
They're still stuck on the analogy, Todd. But you're making a good point. I was following you. You're basically saying the guy is helping Ukraine fight Russia.
Yes.
So he's obviously not working for Russia.
But the problem is, and you've talked about this in the past, when you look at the show that she's on, she went on Stephen Colbert, look at her own show. It is therapy for the left. They do not care about what is put out there, even though the facts completely shoot down their point.
Kat, do you think this is like a sunk cost fallacy, that she's put so much time in this belief?
My analogy would be that this is her poop jokes.
Oh!
Like, you know how you can't stop?
I can't stop with the poop jokes.
And you're in so deep, and no matter how many people tell you it's disgusting,
I can't stop.
It almost makes you want to do it more.
Yes, exactly. If only I could come up with a poop joke now.
So I do think it's a sunk cost fallacy. I also think because maybe it's just me, but I do see a little cognitive dissonance between the clips here because, you know, everybody knows I'm someone who's not interventionist. I'm hesitant in believing the military-industrial complex. She's kind of trying to present herself this way while also doing the Putin thing, which is the exact thing that was not just used against Trump, but used to silence people like myself and like Trump who were critical or had questions about United States involvement in Ukraine and the level of involvement in Ukraine and the level of money in Ukraine and things we're hearing about Ukraine and so on and so forth. That was used to silence that anti-war school of thought. So it does kind of feel like she's playing both sides without even realizing it. So I don't think that she really even thinks about it anymore. I think that she is in so deep. Imagine what it would mean for her to let it go.
Yeah, it's a lot. And by the way, Kat, I don't think she plays both sides. Tyrus, you know what kills me? Is the amount of hyperbole. Okay, so in both those segments, she uses so much hyperbole. This is the worst. This is a tragedy. I cannot imagine Hegseth not having to resign. Like, at a certain point, do you realize that using hyperbole works against you because you end up looking stupid?
Using the word hyperbole is hyperbole. Let's just all call it what it is. Bull. Yeah. You're a bull artist. You just bull. You are. Pete Hegseth is living his best life. He's on South Park. He couldn't. I cannot wait to get made fun of one day at South Park. What do I got to do, South Park, to piss you guys off? Yeah. Okay. Because he is doing the job that he has always wanted. He's doing it at a high level, and the hate is so deep. They have no choice. She has been in this relationship with evil Trump. She has to see it through. They have to see it through. They're so full of and they push so much bull that's all they know. Yeah. And here's the thing. You don't have to prepare. She can go on any show. Doesn't matter what it is.
It's like me with poop jokes.
It's the worst thing ever. Trump's going to do this. Trump's going to do that. Trump's going to do that. What worse thing has happened yet from Trump, except I always was proud to pay $9.87 for my eggs. And then that son of a bitch came in, took it away. Now I'm paying like $2.56 for my eggs. I am outraged. This, mark my words, Trump is going to have to resign for this. He's going to have to step down for the way he's devalued America's backbone, the egg.
The egg. Mikey.
Yeah.
What say you?
I'll tell you what I say. I say two things. To Todd's point, because I was listening.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
I'll touch your arm.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys need a commercial break.
Don't ever do that again. But
you started.
But to Todd's point about how all Maddow is doing is playing to the people who keep her employed, right? Yeah. When you played that clip of her talking to Colbert, as soon as she said that Trump works for Putin and it's an embarrassment for the nation, you cut off the clip. But after that, the crowd erupted in applause and roaring approval, right? So she knows what she's doing, right?
Yeah.
And so then the other point is, the thing I find most disgusting is in her comments about Hegseth, her comments about the situation in the Caribbean and targeting these narco traffickers. She said that, oh my God, she says the biggest tragedy is what it's doing to our military and to our troops and putting them in the line of fire. She doesn't give a about the troops.
No.
Right? And so to your point, it's bull.
Well, she does insofar as it helps her politically.
That's true. Okay, yes. That caveat. But anyway, that's what I think.
All right, we must move on. What an exciting show, despite Mike Baker.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.